So angle addition postulate is just like segment addition postulate, where I'm going to add two things together, and it gives me the entire thing. So for instance, on example 1, okay, I have the measure. What does the M stand for? Measure of angle AMT, and that's equal to 40. Then I have the measure of angle TMH, and that is equal to 64. They are now asking me to find the measure of angle AMH. What would you do? Add them together. We are going to add the two angles. So what's 64 plus 40? Good. So this would be 104 degrees. Okay, I want you to try example 2 right here. I want you to try example 2. Okay, so it says that WXZ, that's this entire thing, right, is 120. And now it's asking me for what is WXY. Subtract what? They didn't tell me 90. So right here they have that little box, which means that this is 90 degrees. So it's 120 minus the 90 would give me what? 30. But wait a minute, Miss Ramsey, you said this was angle addition, and we just subtracted. Because they gave us the total, and we're working backwards, right? Same thing, same thing. We just gave us the total. So now I want you to look at example number 3 and 4. I want you to write number 3 and 4 in your journal. Good, so the word bisects means to cut into two equal parts. Okay, watching. If BD is my bisector, that means that this piece is equal to this piece. Do you see those marks? Those are congruent marks for angles. We had congruent marks for segments. Remember, if we did a square, we had the congruent marks that look like this, correct? These are the same marks for an angle. Then it tells me that the measure of angle ADB is 51. How big is the measure of angle BDC?
51.
51, very good.
51 plus 51 equals 102.
So if I add those two together, then to give me ADC, which is this entire thing, would be 102. Everybody good? Good. Did you already do 4 or you need a second?
Second.
Okay. So it says FC bisects. What does that mean? Good. It cuts it in half, right? And then I have angle AFE. Which one's the vertex? F. So F is the one that goes right here. And then I'm going to have A and E. But Miss Ramsey, when they gave us FC, F is right there. How many F's can I have on a problem? 1. So that goes through here. So where is C going to be? It's going to be in the middle somewhere. It's going to bisect. So that means that these two things right here are cut into two equal parts. Put the marks so you don't forget, right? Make sure you're putting those marks. It then tells us that AFE, oh wait, that's the whole thing. That's 36. So what can I do to find out what the measure of AFC is? Very good. So 36 divided by 2 is what? 18. So this one's 18. How big is the other one? 18 because they're both the same. Are we good?
Yes.
Good. Now look at example 5 and 6. Okay. Draw this in your book. Draw this in your book. Okay, so it tells me here that GMO is 56. So that's the whole thing, right? Can I just automatically cut them in half? No, be careful. Okay, don't do that. Okay, they have to tell you bisects or you need to see the marks. I have neither. But what they did tell me is that GME is 3x plus 5 and that OME is 2x plus 1. So what could I do in order to figure out what x was?
Together,
And what do they equal? the total, right? So it'd be 3x plus 5 plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 56. Question, can I write 3x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 1? If they told me that it bisects, I could. Or if they gave me the congruent marks, I could. But because they didn't tell me that, I can't work it that way. So now tell me, what would I do first?
Put the variables together.
Good, like terms, right? So 2x and 3x is 5x. Plus 5 and plus 1 gives me plus 6. That's equal to 56. Now what? Good, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. That gives me 50. Now what? Good, divide by 5. So that tells me that x equals 10. So x is 10. The next question is, how big is angle GME?
35 degrees.
Do what?
35 degrees.
Because it's 3 times 10 plus 5. So that would be 35 degrees. Then GMO.
21.
Chopped you. GMO.
56.
GMO is the entire thing, which is 56 degrees. And then EMO is 2 times 10 plus 1,
21.
which is 21. Be careful, make sure you're reading. Okay, try number 6. Good, it cuts it in half. So ME cuts this angle in half. That means this one is the same as this one. Hold on real quick. GME is 10x plus 25. And OME is 3x plus 53. So 10x plus 25 will be equal to 3x plus 53. And then you solve it from there.